All right, guys, good morning, or good afternoon. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome aboard to our aftermarket recap, recapping the short week that we had this week. Hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving, a nice holiday. As you know, Friday, the market was closed at 1. Just for a reminder for everybody, the market, in terms of futures, opens at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. We'll let you know how everything is going there. But glad to be with you on this long Thanksgiving Day weekend. Let's get you prepped for the new week. We're about 3 weeks away from Christmas. Make sure I have that 1, 2, 3. Well, we'll call it 4 weeks. About 4 weeks away. So 3 full weeks left for the rest of the year. After that, it's just going to be New Year's and Christmas. So let's make these next 3 weeks great. We'll start by making this one just as great as the last couple of weeks have. Let's go over first off how we did for the week in terms of options. So here we go. The recap for the week, pretty simple. 1 for 1, another undefeated week. We opened it November 17th. Those were the December 15th, 23 calls on Palantir. We caught those. Let me make sure I can get this going. Yeah, this was caught on the 20th. The 20th, I gotta get my calendar. 20th was on a Monday. So we opened that last week on the 17th, and that was for December 15th. So we caught those. Well done. Intel for runner from last week. Nick is nuts. 42%. I got 46 on Palantir as the signal. Let's go ahead and go over it here on the watch list and charts. Where's the Palantir? Palantir. That's when our saves breaking out again. This was on the 17th. And you could see that breakout. 2146 is still our target. But we have a gap to fill, 2394. We caught that. Well done to everybody. So again, kind of a quiet week. 1 for 1. Let me bring up Palantir so we could see it. Got as high as 2185. Again, this is where we got out on Monday. Tuesday, we had that little print high in the morning, and then we fell back to 1920. I still say that Palantir goes higher. I still think the stock market goes higher, but Palantir still has this gap here at 2393. I sent a signal to the investment club they want to actually swing a couple of stocks instead of just buy and hold. Because if you've been with us forever, you guys know it's the same names that we've been holding forever. But some of them want a little action. That's fine. I told them to swing Palantir. I think Palantir to 2393 looks great. Let me see if I can bring up the exact level. But again, we've been in Palantir forever, so this is more of a swing. They say we broke a double top. You can go long to 24. So we got in at 20. 20 to 24 is a 20% gain in the stock. So I still expect more upside for Palantir. The good news with Palantir and the good news with swinging stocks is that we don't have a time limit. We don't have the options market tick, tick, tick. They expire and everything. We can just hold the stock and just go from there. So Palantir, well done. Let's go over here how the week went on FinViz. Okay, so we're going to go to the last 5 days. We're going to expand. Last 5 days, IWM up nearly 2%, Dow up nearly 1.25%, or up 1.25%, the S&P up 1.09%, and the Nasdaq up 0.84%. We did not get close to those highs on Tuesday. We pulled back, and then we kind of went sideways as Thursday was a holiday and Friday was a half day. So again, not too much to really speak of there. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. We went over that. We have a couple of trades open, as you know. We have Citibank 45 calls and Disney 100 calls, and we have AMD 125 calls. Let's go over them together. Citibank, again, I'm still waiting for 45.74 to break. It's just choppy action. And then once we do, the good news is we're above the 200-day. Excellent. We're looking for 46.79. That is the gap fill. I currently have it. We're down about 28%. They are expiring in 2 weeks, so we got a little time there, at least with Citibank. But again, we expect a little more upside as we rotate a little more into banks, away from tech. For the most part, tech has been absolutely on fire. Let's go to AMD. AMD, we need to get to above 124.76. The level I was looking for was 122.48. If you guys remember, you guys are on the blog, I talked about this on last week's stocks I'm watching, or our watch list. Let me see if I can get it for you. Let's see how to scroll. I'm sorry. Let's see. Come on. Where are we? Yeah, we're getting close. Let's see. A lot of stuff on the blog. I know. I'm always keeping you guys up to date, so I got to scroll a little bit to find it. Where are we? Come on. Here we go. No, that's the power rankings. We don't want that. We want DraftKings. The stocks I'm watching this week: DraftKings above 38.75. Looking at the 40 call strike. AMD above 122.38. That broke our alert. We're looking for the 125 calls, and Amazon above 147.64. Looking at the 150 calls. That was last week's watch list. We played AMD on that. I did not hit DraftKings just for the simple fact that there was no volume. I'm in Amazon with Masterclass. We break 147.79. That's the ball game. We'll expect higher stock prices. What else do we have open? Disney, the 100 calls. Disney actually performed very well on Friday. Disney just needs to get above 96.61, and if not, and when we do, we'll go ahead and fill this gap here to 100. Again, really just need to break here, and then more likely we'll probably get to like 98 to around 99. I expect early in the week. And the reason I say that is I do have my trusty almanac for 2023. I haven't bought the 2024 yet, but I will. Monday is a bullish day, historically speaking. The Monday after Thanksgiving. Wednesday is a bullish day as well. Thursday is a bearish day. Last trading day of November, S&P is down 16 of the last 24. And then the first trading day in December, NASDAQ is up 22 of the last 35, but down 7 of the last 10. That's a bear day, according to the almanac. Now, we can't just expect us to just base ourselves everything on this almanac. But again, it gives us a little bit of a heads up. And then one more piece here. If I can get this here, jump to present. Here, one more piece I wanted to send to you guys. I know I had it. It's about the end of November. And in the end of November, seasonally speaking, the stock market tends to go higher. Just seasonally speaking, you can see starting the 21st, we go a little higher towards the end of the month. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I know. Carlos is bullish. What else is new? One other piece I wanted to show you guys, what I thought was really interesting. A rare bullish signal just triggered. So I want to go ahead and show this. Rare bullish signal just triggered. I'm sorry. So the reason I'm doing this is to show you guys what is possible down next year. Again, we're kind of thinking of 2024. Yes, we're still in 2023, but again, we don't want to be surprised. We do have to anticipate what is the possibilities. So here is the rare bullish signal that just triggered. This is called the ZBT, the Z-week breadth thrust. What does that mean? The 10-day EMA of the NYSE advances and the NYSE declines moves below 0.4 to above 0.615 within 10 trading days. Again, a lot of jargon there. It just means, do we have better market breadth? Meaning, are more stocks going higher than lower? That's kind of what we're looking for. And once you get a certain ratio, a certain boost up, it shows that the actual stock market is widening, meaning it's not just Nvidia and Apple and Microsoft that are leading the way. We're expanding a little bit. Now all boats are, kind of leveling higher with a rising tide. That's kind of how it looks like. So a couple of things. I did have some fun with the numbers, want to show you guys. And within 1 month of that ZBT signal, which happened, I want to say, when was this? I don't know exactly the day that this happened. So we'll assume it was in November because it says November 3rd. Within a month, we gained 4.8% on average, 94% of the time. In 3 months, we gained 7.5%, 76.5% of the time. Here's the stuff that I want to look at. 15% average return within 6 months of that signal being triggered, 100% of the time. That's every time. I know the anchorman joke, but the 12 months is what stands out to me. 23%, 12 months later, 100% of the time. Let's do the math. What does that mean? 45.59 currently on the S&P. Currently, we're just going by today. At a 23% gain in 12 months, you're at 56.07 S&P by next December. Not bad. Could we get there? Absolutely. So if we have a 94% chance of a bump up of 5% this month for next month, we would get to 47.87 SPX, just a smidge under all-time highs. I still think we're going to get to all-time highs this year, but that level that we just said, again, based on that breadth thrust and based on that history, 47.87 SPX gets you right around here. Right there, That's where you'll get. That's where you'll be by the end of the year. If this pattern does hold, I still expect us to break to all-time highs 48.18 by the end of the year. Santa is coming, in my opinion. Now we'll see if that does happen. Keep it locked here on GAR, and you'll see what happens. So there's what we got for the week. A couple of things I want to go over as well. Some statistics. Sorry, move this over here. Let's see. 1 for 1 this week, another undefeated week. That's 5 of the last 7 weeks have been perfect. We got what we got, as we know. Now we got 3 trades open coming into this week. One of them is for the week after. So again, we're sitting pretty. Let's see what Disney and AMD does. Let's take a look at the earnings calendar this week. Here we go. We got Zscaler, we got CrowdStrike, we got Foot Locker, Dollar Tree, Snowflake, Salesforce, TD Bank, Ulta, Dell, Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel, the restaurant, but never traded the stock. None of these names are part of our list of names that we trade in terms of options. So again, I'm not going to put too much emphasis on them. Just keep an eye on them. So again, I'm just sticking with the option side. If you're talking about doing some, I guess if you guys want to do some kind of lottos, I do expect CrowdStrike to get a little bit of a push higher. It's been looking absolutely amazing. But again, that's a very binary decision. It is breaking out here. In terms of target on CrowdStrike, 242 is the recent highs. Do I think that we get there by the end of the year? We could probably get to around 230 to 242. Absolutely. So I do expect CrowdStrike, at least on a technical basis, to go higher. Let me see on the weekly if we have anything that stands out, maybe a gap or something. Yeah, again, you could see this breakout here, kind of within this zone here. We're kind of breaking out. Above 220 would confirm, sure. But again, I expect a little more room here as we just got back to the December of last year levels. So kind of a nice round trip for CrowdStrike. Let's see what we get in terms of their earnings. Again, the idea what we're looking for is value. We're looking for some good guidance. We're looking for some companies that are buying back shares. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for opportunities as we expect the market to go higher. The pain trade is higher, team. That's the expectation. S&P 500 futures, let's go ahead and get to it. Again, we're still right below that trend line that we've been kind of talking about now, 48.08 to the high of 731. We need to get to 46.01. Monday is a bullish day is what I expect. Again, I think we get really close, if not break there. So again, that's what, 30 points on S&P. We'll get there by Wednesday. The question is, how much higher can we go before we get a little bit of a pullback on the expectation on Thursday the 30th, which is the bearish day on the almanac, let's just say. Maybe we just kind of hover around that level. What would cause people to want to buy stocks at the end of the day? We need a lower dollar. Let's go ahead and go to the lower dollar. Let's see how it's looking. Dollar coming down like we talked about. Lower dollar, lower yields. And boy, are we getting really close to around 102.52. But the level we were looking for, guys, if this breaks this level, stocks are going to hit our all-time highs. You need to get below 100. We've been there before. We've been there before. Just get back to those July levels in the dollar, and we'll see what we get. But again, oversold conditions are always a problem. Maybe we get a little bit of a snapback rally, oversold rally. Let's see it. Momentum studies. We're going to go to RSI. Yeah, guys, we're starting to get there. The dollar is starting to get to overbought. Very similar to what I said in July. So don't be surprised that on Thursday or Friday, those bearish days, we get a little bit of a bounce in the dollar. Let's take a look at the 10-year Treasury yields. Not oversold yet. Again, yields, we're just looking at the yields, not TLT. 4.333. That's what we're looking for. If we can get to below 4, wow, how many people are going to refinance their homes that they just bought? Watch the banks. Watch the banks. The banks do need a little bit lower yields to sell that credit. Let's go to volatility index. Now we're at 1246. We are at oversold conditions, not as low as October, but it looks like down we go on the volatility index. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to bring up the NQ, S&P. Actually, let's bring up Qs. Together on the RSI, we are overbought. Not the best candle here. Looks like usually a reversal candle. We still have a gap to fill at 378.61. When do we get it? If we break below 382.91, that's what I'm looking for. If we break the recent highs of 393.38, 395 calls are possibly in play, maybe to 400, but we just have to wait and see. Let's go to SPY. SPY overbought right near that resistance around 460. Again, your next support here right around 450, 156. All we did was fill this gap here, finally. Problem is, now we got some gaps below. Got one gap here. I think this is the CPI gap. So I'm going to put that there. Got a couple of gaps here. Again, when you have puts are very, very cheap now, we'll see what we can get. But again, it's important to watch these gaps. So we got 3 on SPY. And do we have any other gaps to fill in the upside? We don't. We do not have any gaps to fill in the upside. So again, we're going to be very careful. It's all about timing. We know where we want to go. We know where we think we're going to go, but it doesn't happen overnight. So there's always opportunities. Even if the market comes down, we get a shot at doing something to at least take advantage. That's what we're really looking for. All right, so there we go. So that's where we are for the week. Let's go ahead and go over the Forex Factory. Here's what we got for the week. New home sales on Monday. We have more Fed speakers on Tuesday. FOMC Waller will speak. GDP number on Wednesday, quarter over quarter. But again, this is preliminary. The forecast is 5%. Wow. That's a lot. Core PCE number, important number. That's an inflationary data point that the Fed looks at. Unemployment claims have been still strong. We'll keep an eye on that. And ISM manufacturing PMI. PMI just means Purchasing Manager Index. It's just a survey to see if we're getting an expansion, order taking, all that good stuff. And then Fed Chair Powell will round up the month or the week at 11 a.m. speaking. Due to participate in a fireside chat titled Navigating Pathways to Economic Mobility at Spelman College in Atlanta. I am not sure if he will speak in terms of economic decision-making or fiscal policy or economic policy. Sometimes he just speaks because, well, he's paid to, and that's his job. So that's where we are. In terms of the week, we'll get the watch list out to you guys. I like where we're sitting. I like our trades here. We'll keep it moving. Let's go ahead and take a look at the month. All right, so we're going to go to the month here. So far, so good. We got 3 trades open. We're 88% for the month. It's 15 out of 17. We include that Palantir. Boy, if we can get these 3, that'd be 18 out of 20. That'd be very nice. So that's my goal, is to get these 3. We have 3 straight weeks of not being a holiday week. So we need to take advantage as best as we can before we round out the year, because then it tends to get very slow. So we still have our Black Friday deal running. We're still offering the masterclass deal. I think that's 60% off, and the annual plan, that's 60% off. If you are interested, go to our website, www.gar.capital. Stick with us. Stick with the team that you know and trust. We're ready for 2024. That's what I'm thinking about, 2024, because it's going to be a big year. It's going to be a very important year. It's an election year. And boy, do we break out? Do we get all-time highs? Do we reverse? There's so many things that could change. I still think that we're not that we're still early. We are still early in this cycle. I still believe that we have more upside to go, and we'll see what we get. I mean, it's day by day, guys. We just had about 3.5 days off. Man, I'm ready to go. If you guys are ready, I am ready to go. Is it Monday yet? Let's rock and roll. GAR Capital. Keep it locked, as always, www.gar.capital. If you have any questions, as always, type it in the comments below. I'll answer to the best of my abilities. This is for you guys. These videos are to help y'all. And again, if there's anything I missed, of course, let me know in the comment section, or feel free to DM me on Discord. Our live market blog is free. Link is in the description box below of this YouTube video. So again, make sure to join us. We'd love to have you on board, and it's free. The live market blog will always be free. The idea is to give you the information free. If you want a little more help, then we have other services. But again, important to help you guys. We'll leave it there, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. NFL Sunday is about to kick off. I'm about to sit back and watch some Red Zone and watch my fantasy team win, hopefully, this week. Have a great rest of your morning. Have a great rest of your day and your weekend. We'll see you bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday on YouTube. See you guys there. Make sure to turn on notifications and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again. Cheers.